mic is hot. Let me see. Dog, I need to start watching more TV shows, bro, or anime or something, bro. Okay, dog, because I just been watching Twitch. I need to stop watching Twitch. I watch too much Twitch now. Because man, like I don't know, like I need to I need to start watching more TV shows. I need to catch up on The Expanse. I need to finish watching Moriarty, and I need to do a lot, bro. You watch any TV? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Like what other shows do you watch besides anime? Dude, yeah. I've actually never seen The Office. Yeah, there's wait, do you watch the American version? I know that there's an American version and yeah. Like I've seen some clips from The Office and it is quite hilarious.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's yeah. And everybody hates Chris, dude. That is a really funny show, dude. I love it. I love it. Yeah. 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 You ever seen Seinfeld? Got you. Have you ever heard of it? Okay. Dude, I love
Man, those
Seinfeld.
all those shows that used to come on. I used to be so upset. Like, man,
Me too.
this the shows you get when you don't got cable.
Dude, Seinfeld is amazing. I can't
I
really
just
put
never
it
had my
any other
chance.
way. Like it Star, I don't know if you would like it. I really don't know if you'd like it. Like every episode has a theme to it. And it's literally a show about nothing. But if you like The Office, I think you might like Seinfeld. You may. I think you should at least give it a try. Like the first maybe two episodes, two three episodes, and usually the title, yeah, usually the title of the episodes are has something to do with the episode itself. Like it directly affects the episode. Like the and I'm telling like the names of the episodes are just they're super simple, like the coffee table or the sandwich, the food. Like they that's how they name their episodes throughout the entire series, dude. But at first I hated it. I hated that. I hated Frasier. I hated King of the Hill. I liked The Simpsons. And that's about the only thing I used to watch until I gave Seinfeld is funnier than all of these shows combined, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't watch any of that. Like even The Simpsons and King of the Hill. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even care for those.
Really? You didn't care for The Simpsons?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure it was a pretty childish reason. I can't really remember. Probably had something to do with why are they yellow? Like the way I used to think was like off the wall. So who knows? I probably just didn't like it because people wanted to like it so much. I'm like, what's so funny? I don't
Hmm.
know. But yeah, I never really watched any of that.
It's that 90s comedy, man.
To be honest though, I miss it. I really wish more like back then they didn't have to soften their jokes.
Yeah.
They could just go
Everything's
wherever they
so
wanted to.
definitely.
Now you gotta like you walking on glass. You can't against them. I'm just saying, who's ever louder in the public eye or the government's eye, that's who the
Hmm.
government, the businesses, and everybody's gonna lean with.
See, there was a quote. I'm trying to remember it. I think it goes, hard times create strong men create good times, good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And yeah, I can't remember where I heard it from, but dude, I live by that, dude. Like I'm trying to be a strong guy, a strong man, and
Yeah,
in in times like this, dude, people are just grown so soft. Oh my god!
absolutely.
Like I feel like I'm soft compared to the previous generation of men, you know, and I feel like the previous generation men were soft compared to the silent generation, because the silent generation, I think they go by the silent generation and the greatest generation. Like they've been through a lot, dude. And I don't know, as time grows on, it's just we just get softer and softer, you know? Like I can't imagine fighting in a war. Like imagine fighting in World War
Yeah,
II. Like I just I
right.
I can't they were using mustard gas, bro. like
Yep. A lot of that
like
stuff got banned. A
yeah,
lot of that stuff got
yeah,
banned.
dude. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like white phosphorus. They use white phosphorus on D-Day, bro. America used white phosphorus on D-Day, like bombs. I'm like, dude, nah, man. And white
That's
phosphorus
just
keeps burning
wild.
to the bone. It burns it.
Ooh has said something about that. He said something about it might have something to do with the audio. Audio, what is it called? Audio capture, maybe.
You dirty. Uwu Recovery Arc. You dirty. you so dirty, bro. Oh my god, bro. Jesus. That's dirty. Jesus. God, I can't wait to talk about injustice.
Okay, all right. That was the quote I thought you was about to say. There's a quote that says, "It is no measure of health. No, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society."
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where we at this point. And they even say like in times where uh difference between male and female starts to become blended in a line that's supposedly coming to an end, or I forgot where I read that from. That's like
Uh,
that's when your society is really crashing.
yep. That is true.
And that's
Let
why
me get
like
off this, man.
recently they definitely say like even like I won't say it's hard to be like a straight male nowadays because it's not difficult, but the pressure on straight males, especially black, is
Yeah.
so intense in a sense. You know, is I can understand why some people crack under the pressure. I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna go with whatever society is telling me I should do. And I'm like, I mean that's you, but just nah, nah. As a masculine man, you shouldn't just be into someone else's or even society's just way of thinking. Like you should be able to navigate on your own, think on your own.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't
I
like the
think it's funny
way
though.
I don't like the way the black youth is growing up, man. Like I really don't.
Uh,
Fatherless. Most homes are fatherless, you know. And I feel like that's really important to have.
it is. It
I
is.
barely had mine. Like mine, like like I barely had mine. Like I barely had him in my life, and yeah, man. Like, but the time I spent with him was amazing, you know. And
Yeah.
dog, like I can't imagine just not having anyone there, no positive male role model at all. Just
Yeah.
can't, dude.
And the thing is, I think it was a double edged sword for me because I didn't, I got to perceive the world on my own and
Yeah,
all of its, itself. I didn't have anybody to like follow a guideline off. So as I grew up, I kind of just built my own philosophies about everything, and I
Mm.
was never led astray. So I'm also still open minded about everything, and I can judge for myself instead of like a lot of people when they are with their parents. Then you tend to have your parents' qualities, like for instance, like if you got a loud attitude mother, and then you meet a woman whose mom is like that, well, she turns out to be like that. You're in like a Christian household where you grow up and then all you believe Christian. You are almost afraid to go outside of that viewpoint.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. That's
that's
true.
something I've never had to deal with. I've always been able to look at anything and be like, does that make sense? Why are we doing? I could question everything. Let me say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's a good thing. A lot of people don't grow up with that, being able to
Yeah,
question what they do and why they do
yeah.
it. People
Like I'm
too,
talking about,
like you said.
yeah. Man, I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about. I remember at school, I used to just not say the pledge, just not because I actually knew what happened in the wars, and then I'm just like, why do we have to do this? Why
Yeah,
is this a thing? Why, I want to know why is this a thing? It has nothing to do with just get up and say it. That's fine, but why?
yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
I
I
didn't because
definitely.
I was Jehovah's Witness. That was a cult. That religion is a cult, dude.
I remember I was at a job and some guy, and one of our foremen thought like he, I forgot how he introduced the conversation. And
Yeah.
but anyways, by the end of the conversation, he ended up giving us like a paper. He was like, "You can go to this website right here. Have you ever noticed they never say Jesus' name? They always say God and this. But did you know his real name? His real name is I forgot what he said, but he went on for almost half the day just talking. We didn't even have to do no work because he got so caught up in the conversation. I'm like, wow. So this is how it works, huh?
Easy.
You don't have to do it immediately, but just think about it. All right, bro. No deal. I think still one of my favorite religion ideals was, what was it called? Can't remember if it was called the one or the apple. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I think that was one of my favorite. Pretty much they say that you start a life,
Mm.
and throughout your life, okay, let me say phrase it how they did it. So the guy had a daughter and a mother, and I forgot how he died. When he died, he met an entity, and he was asking the entity questions. So one of the first questions he was like, man, I wonder, I'm so sad because my family left. And he was like, don't worry, your family's gonna be okay. In fact, your kids are too young to even remember you really. And your mom, I mean your wife, she actually she's crying a lot now, but she's more sad that she feels guilty that she's happy you're dead. And he's like, that sucks. And so long story short is, as he's talking to the entity is explaining to him how what you're going to be when you live again. So he said you're going to be, I think he said like a farmer in 1989. So I guess I'm gonna skip past the details. Pretty much every time you
Mm.
live, you learn,
Testing, testing.
and so when you die, you come back, and you somehow sometimes can, what's the word I'm looking for? Remember your past lives, and they said that's how sometimes you might have a memory that you know something, or deja vu. That's what they call it. That's what deja vu is about. You're like, man, you feel like you've done something before because you have. So once you've lived so many lives, you're the egg.
Mm.
That's what it's called. It's called the egg. Once you live so many lives, you
Hmm.
eventually grow wise enough and you become a god yourself. And
Hmm.
yeah,
I've
so
never heard of that before.
so they was like, every time that you notice somebody's being asshole or something like that, that was probably you in a previous life that was being asshole.
Yeah.
And it was something I can't remember the detail, but it was really interesting to say the least. It's called The Egg. I think it's on YouTube too.
Is my volume still good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just kind of waiting on Dark.
Family.
What's up, man? Pimpin'.
It won't take long at all. I'll have it done in 5 minutes.
I'm about to dive in.
Man, this man already at year 2, bro.
Who? I told you, man. Once you start getting into it, man,
Yeah, I
everybody
know.
Injustice
It's too
I
ridiculous,
love it,
bro.
dude.
It's so bad that when we first started talking about we gonna read Injustice, I dead ass just read it again. Like I read all the way up to like the middle of year, like bro, I was like in the middle of year 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bro, if I
It's
got
bad,
like
man.
time, yeah, I had time. What was it? Yesterday, I had made it to 27. I think before I even left the party, and then after that, my phone ended up dying. But today, I had just open time. I just got started. Like I said, I had one-on-one phone because for whatever reason, each chapter issue takes a while to load up. So I had one on both of my phones. So I'll be loading up 31 on one phone while I'm reading 30 on my other phone. And then while I'm finished reading 30, I load up 32 on that phone and then look at my other phone. 31's loaded by now. And then I kept just going back and forth like that the whole time.
I do similar things, but instead with tabs.
Yeah.
I just click my mouse, my left mouse button, and that's it. It just takes me automatically to the next chapter.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Just for whatever reason, I guess on my phones, it just loads. I get don't do it on my laptop, but on my phones, it just takes a little minute for it to get that final load to get all the pictures and stuff. So I just kept alternating them. Oh man, I was gonna suggest another manga. We should probably
Is it Ragnarok?
yes.
I mean, I feel like you kind of late on it because I feel like we already been,
Yeah,
dabbling in that.
yeah, definitely think we should, especially because the anime is coming out, and so we can get some kind of insight. And for most people, I don't think they have read too many mangas before the anime. So this would be like a new thing for people who
I'll see you change your
haven't,
picture to
who
Temple.
are in here who haven't done it.
What happened?
Gobi changed his avatar.
Temple. Yeah, I see it. I actually peeked at that a little bit too. Had like roughly 50 panels per chapter, and it's like 33 in total.
Bro, I know you remember when I had this in my like name for the longest. Like it was like in 2019. I was pushing this Temple agenda pretty hard. It was the same time I was begging for that Wale and Lupe mixtape. And then I got then they sniped me down.
Right.
I was out there upsetting too many different groups.
Right.
It's one thing to upset one group of people. You can't upset 5 different groups of people at one time.
Screw it, you might as well. What you got to lose?
Bro, I was out there like Sasuke, bro. I was like, I'll be the villain. I'll make you all hate me.
Oh, we already got a Sasuke apparently.
That's Uwu. He left the village.
He's so dirty, bro. You dirty, bro.
No,
I had to do it to
though.
him.
This nigga said I'm Naruto.
You are.
I don't like
That's what I
Naruto.
was thinking.
Well, I mean,
Like,
Naruto did stay with the he did stay with the village or whatever, and Sasuke
man,
did go off
look.
and do his own thing.
Look, bro. When I first looked at that and I was Neji, I was gonna complain, but then I was like, as long as I'm not Kiba.
Oh man, yeah, keep it do. Man, Naruto beat him by Barton.
Plus, Neji. At the end of the series, we realized Neji was justified in everything he said as a kid. We were
I don't
led
know
to
about
believe
that.
Neji was just out there being an asshole. He was completely justified.
I disagree though.
Everything that man said was completely true. All of that, you can't fight destiny, all that stuff, and everybody, oh, hard work and all this shit, bullshit.
I
Literally, this
disagree.
man got sat down and was told, "Hey, yeah, you are destined to do all this."
Nah, he wasn't destined.
Bro. They literally had a conversation and told him that him and Sasuke were
Oh, they're destined to fight,
literally.
but they're not like destined to like save the world or anything.
So you think that has nothing to do with all the stuff leading up to that point?
Yeah, they're just because they are reincarnations. They have the same chakra signature as Ashura and Indra, which allowed Kaguya to recognize them, and they also have that feud, that rivalry that will keep going over and over until Naruto and Sasuke have settled it. I don't think it really gave them any kind of powers or any like destiny outside of the rivalry.
I respectfully disagree. I don't think it's the only. Let me rephrase it. I don't believe it is the only thing that made them who they were, but I feel like it plays a larger part than people want to admit in them being who they are, in the things that they were afforded in the series. Like, I don't believe the destiny is just the part about them being like basically them. I feel like certain events like fell into place because of that.
I mean,
Because
it's
they were
never necessarily stated, so I don't really believe that. But I mean, each teach their own.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm going off of context. Of course, the
Oh,
only
okay.
thing that was stated was I'm going off of like an outsider's view. A lot of stuff, like that's why I'm not debating it like a factual thing. I do realize that this is subjective.
I
To
see.
me, it really like I find it very hard to attach myself to the hard work aspect of the story when you get down to all these things, and then towards the end of the series you literally just give me these almost one-to-one comparisons, and you have a conversation with these characters and tell them essentially that, like, of course he's not saying, oh, you have this, you learn the Rasen Shuriken because of destiny, right? That's not the case, but the fact that they're like the end game was for them to have this confrontation. Like, if if it's destined for them to have this like final showdown, that makes me feel like everything in between that didn't matter, because this thing is going to happen at the end. It doesn't matter how they get from point A to point B. It could be a whole bunch of diversions on the road.
I don't think
I
it
look
was.
at it like it.
I don't think it was necessarily a final showdown, but just that the two reincarnations would be constantly beefing. Because Madara and Hashirama had two fights. It wasn't just one showdown. And Naruto and Sasuke, they also had like two fights, two full fights. You could say 3 on the rooftop, and you could say 4 when they met at the water on the bridge after he defeated Danzo. But I think it was just that they were fated to not like each other or like beef with each other due to like the will of fire and the curse of hatred.
The worst part is, I don't even think the destined part was like the relationship between them. I think that was just like a personality thing, and well, we did know that after they started kind of low key confessing their love for each other, that they
Huh?
they cared about each other. Some of the stuff they were saying towards each other got a little sus at points. Let's be real. They were a little bit too comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I understand. You having friends.
The go-to thing there.
Like I understand that hey, it's like they're friends. They had these things. They went through all this stuff, and they related to each other, so it made them closer. But sometimes the way they verbalized it just seemed a little sus.
Little suspect, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna do the intro now.
Okay, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the latest edition of the Only Friends podcast. I am your temporary host, Yume Shizi, and today we got Dark, Gobi,
He did.
Star,
Where's Uwu?
and Zaraki. Uwu's
free
not with
Uwu,
us
man.
today. He left the village.
Free Uwu.
Free Uwu.
I don't care what he did. Free him, bro.
No, but hold on, wait. Y'all know what this made me think of though? It might have been an episode of Ed and Eddie when they was practicing meeting each other. Cause he did that a little too good, bro.
He practiced in the mirror. Is that what you said, bro?
I don't say gravy all the time.
Wow.
Wait,
Oh, I know how.
how does this remind you of that?
You said it perfectly.
Yeah, I had to read it down.
Oh man, how did you know? You know what? No.
That man had a script, bro.
I did.
I had it written down. He's silly, bro. Oh man, he went into at least. He came prepared, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, you got to get that man, bro. That's a part of his character
absolutely.
sheet, bro. That's a part of his character sheet in the anime, bro. He prepared. He's Shikamaru out here.
Come equipped, man. He wrote it down, brother.
Wrote it
Damn
down, bro.
straight.
Oh,
You can't finesse me, brother.
Bro, when Dark showed me that, bro, that big Samoan
Bruh,
dude
they
was about to kiss that man, bro.
Bro, I told you,
There's
man.
some
No,
on your lips, brother.
that's what I was talking about. That man was so confused because he hadn't got any of the little treasure picks. I was like, have you read the story? He was like, what do you mean? I was like, he's pretty gay, bro.
He's pretty gay, brother. Not that there's anything wrong.
Bro, it's
I'm sorry, that's a Seinfeld joke, bro. Jeez.
man. No, but that's the thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just crazy seeing a big Samoan dude. Like,
Yeah, big dude.
especially since notoriously, like, you can ask any Samoan themselves, like, they're notoriously known for being very masculine, like, you know, like tough guys. So you portray this big Samoan dude as like this soft dude over here whispering to this other dude talking about, do you miss me and all this other stuff. It's like, I don't think The Rock would appreciate this.
Maybe he hasn't been kissed on the lips before, brother.
Oh man,
I still think that's one of the funniest things. Like
I did it for The
try to
Rock, brother.
pressure people. They were like, man, if you never done nothing gay, then how you know you're not gay?
Oh yeah, dude.
No, you know what's so funny about that? This gay girl tried to say that to me one time, and I said, well, you ain't never sucked a dick. Would you like to give it a try? And all these people got mad at me. I was like, so it's okay for her to tell me to go do it, but for me to tell her to come do it, it's a problem.
Oh, look what you said.
I was like, first of all, she's supposed to be the man in her relationship, so if anything, we're on equal footing right now.
Probably should have started laughing. It's a pretty funny joke, but
You never know, brother.
I felt like that's why she got mad, because maybe she did think about it before.
I was listening to the podcast, and I kind of heard bits and pieces about the Naruto conversation toward the end of it.
Oh, okay. You're not talking about Uwu being Sasuke.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, you know, he did kind of.
Look in the Discord.
Hold on.
Oh man. You fix your sound.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I'm audible on the stream now.
Wow.
Okay, good. That's terrible, bro.
Yeah, I say that pretty much explains it. But I completely agree. But yeah, I know y'all kind of talking about like destinies and stuff, and Naruto. And for me, it's two things. It kind of seems like there were multiple. You can kind of say multiple destinies in Naruto. It kind of seemed like, because Naruto was like the one destined to like for like peace to be the bringer of peace, or the cause why it's peaceful now. And then like even Sasuke,
I mean, I can
and
go
I
into more
guess
detail on that one.
well, yeah. I'm not trying to give like a full explanation. I'm just saying like it just seems like there were multiple destinies in the Naruto universe, but it just seems like they put a high emphasis on the Leaf Village destinies and how they it just seemed like the Leaf Village destinies matter more than anybody else's, anything else that was going on. But I did kind of get the sense like even Gar had a destiny, but they didn't really talk about his destiny. It just kind of unfolded in front of our eyes,
Did Gar have the biggest fall off in that series?
What do
No,
you mean
no,
by fall
no.
off?
He had a glow up. What do you
Uh,
mean?
like no, I feel like he fell off. Like
I don't feel like
when he was out there just murdering, he was like kind of like he was undefeated for a
All right,
while,
his
right? And
combat ability definitely did fall off because for some reason they didn't want him using the Shikaku anymore. But as a character, I think he got so
no,
much
but
better.
that was even
disagree.
worse
I
because like
disagree.
even with him like not using Shikaku, like first he was portrayed as getting stronger. But it felt like this man was struggled a lot. Maybe he just kept going up
I,
against hard counters.
yeah.
Like look at the Kimimaru fight.
Well,
Like I felt like it felt like he struggled way more than he should have.
okay. I want to say two things about that. When we were first introduced with to Gaara, he was kind of portrayed of being this unstoppable force that was just you know easy clapping S rank missions and stuff like that. That's kind of the that's kind of the sense you got from him. That's kind of how they explain him.
Yeah, I think they said that he never received any damage on a mission
They did.
Yeah,
before.
they didn't
But
say that
if
this man never lost. They literally said he's never been touched.
yeah on S rank mission, and but if we all know the show of Naruto, and we all know off screen ridiculous, and but also I want to say I kind of disagree as far as the fall off because like I know he started to get hurt, but I say this. Leaf Village seems like they have some of the most powerful ninjas in the all of Naruto. Like, and Lee when Rock Lee went against Gaara, I'm just using myself because I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. I did not expect that from Rock Lee. I Rock Lee when I first after I seen the full fight him versus Gaara, he completely blew me away as a character. And if I felt like that watching it, I gotta think Gar kind of felt like that going against him. Just I feel like the caliber of opponent Gar started going against after he fought Lee just kept going up and up and up. And even
Yeah.
Kimimaru, this man is so ridiculous. Like Kimimaru is a ridiculous character. Like this man was using chakra as he was sick to move around. He also helped defeat a Kazekage with Orochimaru. But I
Well,
just go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, well, like not. I'm not trying to take anything away from Kimimaru because we all know our favorite thing to laugh at, like our favorite trope about Naruto is that like if you're ridiculous and he doesn't know how to beat you, he's just gonna give you a sickness. Like
Yeah.
Itachi had eye cancer, Kimimaru had bone cancer, Nagato had
Yeah.
fucking stage 4 lymphoma. Like
But think about it though, bro. Think about it. Like go back to when you first saw when Rock Lee was going up against Kimimaru, and then all of a sudden Gara showed up. Just
no,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, even with like everything, that was the thing. Like how they were setting all this up, right? And they were like, Lee had to be drunk and all this stuff, and
Mhm.
even with all that, it was still kind of like evenly matched. His unpredictability is the thing that got him up there. But even so, it was still fairly like the combat was still fairly even
between
Lee
Lee
was also
and
injured.
Kimimaru.
between Lee and Kimimaru. But when Gara got there, the way they framed it was like, oh shit, Gara's here, and he's got this different mindset, and, he's destroyed. Like they framed the way it seemed to me is they framed it like, oh, Gara's here now, let him. He's gonna show off all this, shit he can do, and
That's
he
what I
did
got.
show off some things.
Yeah.
But it was like every time he show off something, it was like Kimimaro was like, yeah, it's cool, but bones.
Yeah. But see, for me, that just I love that. I love that because
I agree.
okay, because
I loved it action wise, but from like a narrative standpoint, I felt like it just looked like, man, you kind of seemed like you fell off, and it wasn't even like a lack of like some people say, oh, he doesn't have that murderous instinct or whatever. I was like, he doesn't have to. It's not like he didn't try. Like this nigga literally buried this man under essentially an ocean of sand, and he just like fucking dug up like a fucking mole.
Yeah, I feel like personally, okay, because I had a discussion a while ago. I don't know if it was with Star or if it was with T Up Games, Light 615. But my point was that when he fought against Kimimaro, he was not relying on Shikaku, like at all. He was just relying on himself. And even when Gaara relies on Shikaku, it's not like Shikaku doesn't imbue Gaara with strength. It's just like, whenever we see him purely using his demon to try and attack, either he's we see the full one tails, or we see a portion of the demon, like his arm or something. Usually,
I just want to clear up my position on Gaara. I mean, I think he did not fall off at the Kimimaro fight. I think where he fell off was against Dataro because he did not put up a challenge. That fight was like a minute long.
Okay,
I think his fight.
I disagree with both of you guys on this. First, I'll start with the Kimimaro thing. With Kimimaro, to say that Gaara fell off against him is like, take Kimimaro out of it, because all Kimimaro had was endurance.
And he had the Curcio too.
No. What I'm saying though is like the bones kept him alive. Like his density is what kept him alive. Yeah. He would have been dead 84 times over had it not been specifically that his Keiki Genkai was just intense bones, and he couldn't be destroyed.
Yep.
This man was summoning waves. He was really destroying Kimimaro again, like 90 times over.
He just kept getting
so
back
I don't
up.
think that yeah, I don't think
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, I'm saying that part. That's why I said, like, I felt like, he was a hard counter to Gaara in that aspect. But even still, it felt like he had to try much harder than I felt necessary. Like,
I think it was just to emphasize how ridiculous a character Kimimaro was,
especially when like everybody started showing up, because like, what's that, when they were all out there, like,
true.
Helping, when they had, like, look at Kankuro
Tamari and Kankuro wiped their opponents.
They shit on them, and like, I'm not saying they're on the level of Kimimaro, because Kimimaro was clearly the leader of that group, but the same could be said for Gaara, because Gaara is scaling wise much better than Tamari and Kankuro.
Yeah, but
so
I do understand that it's not just like a power level thing. Like, it's not Dragon Ball. It's not a power level thing. What I'm saying, I'm not talking about like I said, not combat wise, narratively. To me,
I do understand your point.
Weird. Yeah, but yeah, the only reason like it didn't feel like that to me, because I'm like, not only that with Kimimaro, but Kimimaro was supposedly the only one who could stop Jugo from going curse mark. This is even in shit.
But I thought they said that was more of a emotional thing, not a skill thing.
No, Sasuke did more of the. He used the Sharingan.
No, I thought they were saying like it was a like that was how Sasuke was similar or whatever to Kimimaro. Like, Jugo actually like connected with like Sasuke and Kimimaro.
I don't think it was a connection.
I may be wrong, like, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't kept up with Jugo since literally when the manga dropped. Like, I haven't.
It seemed like after that man got scared. It seemed like after that man got scared, he got flashbacks of Kimimaru and Orochimaru, so he just, all right, you can control me. That's what it seemed
I
like.
think he respected Kimimaru as well.
And then the one I was gonna say about
Datara.
the Datara fight, I think Gar did extremely well. In fact, the only reason I feel like he lost definitely was
Protecting
because he
the
had to
village.
protect the village.
Yeah, I still don't like the way they took him out. Like, I think he should have put up more of a fight. Like, when you look at Sasuke versus Datara, that fight was nearly an hour. Then you look at Gaara versus Datara. This is the Kazekage. He's also a Jinchuriki, and he gets taken out in like a minute. Like, I'm fine with the way the fight ended, but like how quickly it went, nah.
The time frame.
I mean, but you also gotta think of this though. Okay, within that time frame and protecting the village, he took off his whole arm. So imagine if he didn't have to like protect the village and he could just use all that sand, because he had that sand chasing him in mid-air all the way around. So imagine if, again, he doesn't even have to worry about the village. He can just go all out against Kimimaru.
Yeah, I'm fine with the results. I'm just not fine with the amount of time it took.
Yeah. No, I understand that too. But Data had to even succumb to some bullshit tactics too. So what happens when he couldn't succumb to that tactic?
I don't remember which tactic you're talking about. I don't remember that fight too well.
Oh, well, I'm talking about he was, instead of trying to be Gara, he's just gonna throw a bomb on the fucking.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. That's true.
Like you couldn't just, But to be fair, in Datara's corner also, Datara said he didn't bring that much clay. So,
but also, I mean, as narratively as a villain, I mean, he's there for a mission, so it's not like he's like, well, I gotta win this one fair. He's like, I just need that.
That is true.
However, I can get it.
So
I mean, to get that
ultimately, it just showed Kazekage or Gaara as a Kazekage, which apparently most Kages do, dying to protect his village.
Additionally,
Orochimaru just straight up like murder one, like.
No, I know the past ones, yeah. But
he murdered him to take his place.
That was disrespectful.
He literally just inserted himself there, and everybody was like, "It seems the same to me." Same dude, everybody, easy.
But Orochimaru took his place, so it don't matter.
I mean, y'all got to
took his place, brother.
Went in his mouth, brother.
I gave him a snake, brother.
Jesus Christ.
Vomited him out, brother. All right, let's change the subject.
Want to go to Injustice?
Hey, why are all the sus characters always the best characters in like anime like that? Like Orochimaru, Hisoka, like why
they don't care about nobody else but themselves. Like everything else around them is like whatever. They just do what they want.
You said Ahsoka.
Good guy. Yeah, Ahsoka.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking Ashoka from Star Wars.
No, what?
Oh,
this man got Star Wars on the brain.
I definitely do. We need to talk about Mandalorian.
We don't need to.
We're going to talk about Darth
Plagueis. Oh, dude. Oh my, that's man.
You can't tell me that man don't have the best. Count Dooku had the best name out of everyone.
He did.
He had the best fighting style too, dude.
Bro, his weapon.
Bro, he got robbed. I don't care what nobody say.
Yes. Well, it's because
no. You know who really got robbed? No, fucking Mace Windu.
I don't think he's dead.
Mace is
I think he's alive.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
but no, what I'm saying is in that specific fight, he got robbed. He easily had that one. Like this man got cheap shotted by somebody who was supposed to be an ally.
Well, he never trusted Anakin. Anakin wasn't even supposed to be there. And
at the same time, he wasn't expecting. That's true, but even so, once he showed up, he wasn't expecting him to, Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, believe me, I completely agree with you.
He got hit with that Nightwing, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like Dooku is the coolest. He's the coolest. He's not even really a. Well, I mean, Well, no, he's not really even a Sith. Well, he is.
He was very gray area. Like he was if it
I don't
was
know if you know what
politics,
you're
you'd
talking about.
say
I'm supposed to picture
if it was politics, you would say he's leaning. He's not all the way there.
Yeah.
He's like
But he honestly wanted what was best for the galaxy.
no,
And
but he knew you using the dark side would help because it inherently is more powerful fighting wise.
yeah, yeah, it is. It is. But he greatly underestimated Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi is ridiculous. And Anakin from the first fight because he destroyed them the first fight. He completely dismantled them the first fight because Anakin ran out there. Even if Anakin didn't run out there, they still would have lost to Count.
He didn't expect him to train that well.
Yeah,
in
they
that amount of
it's because
time.
it's because they had switched saber forms in the mid battle, and that's when Dooku was surprised. He was like, "Okay, I got to knock out Obi-Wan Kenobi because Obi-Wan Kenobi's not supposed to know this fighting style. This fighting style is supposed to be perfect defense against against specifically my fighting style. So I need to knock him out." So what he did was he forced through him, and he put a platform on him, knocked him out, and Anakin was just too strong for him. Anakin still ended up beating him because those baseball swings, dude.
Man,
That form, his form four is
he
insane.
is one of the stronger, force users.
Yeah, form four is insane, dude. It's just baseball swings with a lightsaber. Like that's all it is, just baseball swings. And the thing about the way Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku fights is almost like fencing, almost. Well, actually, it's definitely like fencing. And his whole thing is to use your momentum against you, but Anakin has so much momentum that he couldn't properly defend against it.
Parry.
Oh man, yeah, dude, he couldn't do it. He could not do it. He just couldn't do it, dude. And I was so sad when he was such a cool Sith Lord, man. But we should probably get off of the topic of Star
He
Wars.
do look fresh though, don't he, in that picture?
That's what I'm saying, man. He clean, bro.
He looks super fresh on there, suave.
Yeah, man.
Bro, he looked like the coolest granddad in the world, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And Jedi's hated his lightsaber because his lightsaber was meant for lightsaber on lightsaber combat. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi's was his form style, his fighting style was meant for deflecting blasters.
That's why he's so good at that.
Yeah, Jedi's in general, most of their fighting style is I think it's like Form 3. I'm pretty sure it's Form 3, and that's deflecting blasters because they were fighting droids at the time. Mm-hmm. All the droids were using were blasters.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was the only one that he was actually the best one-on-one duelist in the Jedi Academy. That was Darth Tyrannus, aka Count Dooku. That was Yoda's pupil. That was Yoda's pupil. Yeah, that was Yoda's second pupil that I know of. His first people was Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn was ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Let me not even get into that. Let's talk about
Obi-Wan's master,
mentor. Right? Yes, yeah, and Obi-Wan's mentor. Like, okay, no. Okay,
it's gonna be a whole thing. Hey, bro,
Qui-Gon didn't learn how to become a Force Ghost. How you learn how to become a Force Ghost without even knowing how to dude? He was ridiculous. It was weak how he died, bro. It was weak how he died, bro. Oh my god. But we should get on the topic of injustice. Injustice. Dog.
So y'all probably gonna be mad at me.
Uh-oh.
All right, man.
Can't read it. Curb your non-read, man. Curb your tup game.
I'll read why
next, this man ain't gonna be able to spell Alaska.
Look, I'll read it while somebody else talks about it first.
All right. Well, I just want to point out one of the parts I thought was funny real quick, and it was with the Hunters. after Superman had ran up there and killed all the people, and then Batman was like, he murdered people, and I'm just like, bro, he just saved everybody. And then she said, but in your eyes, even after he saved lives of your friends, go on, tell Green Arrow and Black Canary why they're being alive offends you.
That was
And
very
I'm like,
Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't be Bruce, tell him.
That's that Twitter.
And then she stopped. She said, "They didn't even know your name was Bruce, did they?" And then Arrow said, "Bruce."
Just
He
imagine
took off his
Bruce
mask.
saving everybody's lives.
Yeah, bro. He took off his mask. He said, Arrow said, "Bruce Wayne." Oh man, that was when that led to one of the funnier parts, man. Like I was telling Star earlier. Uh, uh, what Arrow said, I can't believe that's Bruce Wayne. You know, he's Batman's Bruce Wayne. And Canary already knew that it was Bruce Wayne, and he was just like, he said, I tell you everything. You know, how come you couldn't tell me that was Bruce Wayne? She said, you had Harley Quinn locked up in the handcuffed in the Arrow cave. And he said, I'll tell you almost everything. How come you don't tell me? I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up, dude. That's what I say. Arrow is hilarious, bro. Him and Green Lantern. I mean, not Green Lantern. Green Lantern's pretty hilarious too. But Arrow and Flash are hilarious. Flash tries not to be hilarious. He's serious, but I find
yeah,
some of the things that he say hilarious, bro. Just
yeah,
absolutely hilarious, dude. Like,
He's
same.
he's situationally funny.
Bro,
Like
the
just things he
checkmate, the
runs
checkmate,
into.
the
That was
checkmate
good.
thing, bro.
That was amazing. That's
That
what I
was
want to
like,
talk
oh,
about.
man.
He was
Yeah.
spitting facts,
Yeah.
bro. He was spitting the most
Like-
facts out of anybody in this so far.
like
When I was reading that, I was gonna.
before I talk about that, I want to bring up this. Look at the Discord. When
Oh yeah,
this was right after Wonder Woman had forced they were in some sort of military encampment, something like
and he
that,
killed that one guy.
and made the soldiers drop all the guns, and they made the women and the women pick up all the guns, and she was just like, I don't care what happens next, and it just flies away. I hate that character so much. I hate Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
That's understandable.
So much,
Because
bro.
you didn't fix the problem, you just swapped the problem.
Exactly, bro. And she's doing nothing but perpetuating it, dude. Because what do you think some of those women are probably gonna become bloodthirsty because of what those dudes did to them, and they probably gonna oppress even more people, dude. You're perpetuating
Just creating a
the
new
issue.
one.
And on top of that, the very next panel, Flash is just like, she says, what we're doing is finally bringing real peace to the world. How can you even say that just now? How can you say that? And you just got a whole bunch of dudes killed, like just off rip, dude. And then Flash responds with, really? What about the Atlanteans? Do you think they feel safer after you all dumped their city in the desert? I know it's not funny, bro. I know that's not funny, but bro, I found that hilarious,
because he was
bro.
spitting facts, man.
Yes, dude. And then when Flash says, what about that kid you crippled in Australia? Is he at peace? No. The poor kid tried to stand up for something, and now he's eating through a straw. And then Superman is looking. He doesn't even have the nerve to look at them and him in his eyes. He's looking away from everybody, and he's saying, unpleasant things have taken place, but more lives have been saved in these last few weeks than ever before. And then Barry Allen just responds with, at what price? Like, dude, that is so hard, bro. Because Barry Allen. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the worst part is like every time he gets through, like he's probably how Nightwing is to like Batman's side, to Superman's side. That's Barry Allen, and every time he's starting to get through to him, here she come, fucking it all up.
Yep. And the thing about it is,
being a woman,
in every rendition of Justice League, when they're led to a positive light, outside of Earth 3, Ultraman, Crime Syndicate, outside all that stuff, Barry Allen is supposed to represent hope in the Justice League. Superman's supposed to be justice, but Barry Allen's supposed to be hope. And right now, he's being their hope. and you see he's getting shut down at all costs, like from every side. Besides Shazam, which he is actually starting to change his mind thanks to Billy Batson.
The worst part about Shazam
Yeah.
though is because the fact that he's a kid, he
Yeah.
keeps doubting himself, even though he's literally one of the strongest people there.
Definitely, dude, definitely, and it's
But
effective.
because he's a kid, he's like, well, I guess I can't say anything because these are all adults, so they clearly have to know what's right.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's been a prolonged issue because at on I think it's the New 52, they were about to kick him out because they didn't know that he was an actual kid until he said Shazam and they saw that he was a kid. You know, they were about to kick this man out. And Batman, I think he came to his rescue and said something. He was like, "Man, that doesn't matter." No. Wonder Woman said, Wonder Woman said, you know, we should vote on if we should kick out Shazam because he's actually a kid. And everybody started to vote, and Batman said, I'm not kicking him out. And they was just like, why? He said, because I already knew he was a kid. Then Wonder Woman said, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us? You should know,
in all
Batman.
honesty, whenever Batman says something, why does anybody ask why? Because they should already know this man tells
Exactly.
nobody anything.
Exactly, dude. Like,
'Cause this man is too smart for his own good. I mean, granted, some of it is, you know, warranted, but he believes nobody else is competent enough to just handle the stuff that he knows. So he's just like, you know, I'm gonna just hold this. I'm gonna hold this until absolutely necessary. Like, what was that? When this man just started revealing everybody's identities, when they were like, "Oh, I don't know if we can trust each other."
No, that was Lex Luthor, right?
Bruce Barrett, like, Diana.
Yeah.
This man just started giving up everybody's secret identity. He's like, "Now let's get the fuck up out of here."
Was that Batman?
But that
thought it
leads
was Lex.
into the checkmate. I mean the chess match between them. Star, you wanted to say something about that?
Yeah, it was just really, first of all, before I even get to that point, just the fact that how they illustrate how fast they are. Like before this, at the point where they was in that war and Superman had stopped right there in front of Flash to have that conversation. I was like, bro, that is so cool how they just blacked out it, well, black and white, everything else. And in that one moment, Flash had pretty much admitted, no, he couldn't think of a better answer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, that was pretty cool. And then that's why it was funny when I brought up the whole Batman situation. And Batman's like, but he killed millions and stuff. And Huntress was like explaining, like, bruh, he stopped and saved millions also, though. Like immediately. So I actually like that, like, kind of gray area. Then, like, with the chess match, was the part where he was like, we're gonna take
dice,
guns.
bro. What y'all got going on? Somebody broke out the Monopoly board.
And then it was the part where he was like, okay, actually, hold on. I guess like I ain't gonna say it, but he was like, you want to save lives? Because, you know, Superman was like, we're gonna take all the guns. He said, yeah, okay. And, you know, cigarettes kill people too. They said, you know, then we're gonna imprison people who speeds in cars. And then we're gonna kill people who don't recycle. Checkmate.
Yeah. Because at the beginning, because mind you, Flash barely played chess. He said he played it a couple times when he was a kid, and he taught himself how to play chess that fast. I don't know how fast it was. I'm guessing it was pretty fast because the next panel they were playing chess, and when Superman was saying, I want to take away their guns, I want to do all this, I want to protect the entire world, he was beating Flash. But then when Flash started to rebut his thoughts about, you know, what Star was just saying, he started to beat him in chess, and he started to come back and beat him back to back in chess.
Yeah.
And I found that interesting because it was kind of like,
apparently it was supposed to be literal minute, like this man, like in like 2.5 minutes. Like
that's ridiculous.
When he went from knowing the bare minimum to essentially being a grandmaster in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, see, and I like the fact that it was correlating with him winning the argument as he was beating him in chess.
I agree. I had the same thoughts.
Go ahead, you man.
Oh, I was just saying I had the exact same thoughts. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. And also, his parents were talking to Lex Luthor at the same
Yeah.
time this conversation was going on as well. And it kind of fed into Flash kind of trying to convince Superman, hey, what we're doing is kind of not good. Like maybe
Yeah.
we should go a different route, with doing this,
Yeah.
The
And then of
the
course
the
Diana's right there being annoying as hell.
exactly. No, but that's the crazy part about it. Like, okay, so the thing is, like, when like like when Batman's trying to bring stuff up to him, the thing that trumps that is usually Diana. But the thing that usually trumps Diana is like Superman's emotions towards things he care about, right?
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden there's this thing I think this is where like everybody's issue with Superman is in this. Even some of the people who like usually like they prefer this version of Superman or they agree with him is that yeah, they're like, okay, so killing's right, whatever, but then you get to like these moments where he's like he gets so emotional that even the people he cares about, they'll be like, hey, you're not helping me doing this, and he's like, I'm not listening because I'm Superman. Like, like, bitch, I thought you were doing this for their sake, and now you're not listening to them.
Mhm.
And that's my problem with Superman. Like, it's not even about if he's doing right or wrong. It's just the way he acts about. He acts like a fucking kid, bro. Like
What is mom?
emotionally,
Essentially, he is a big ass kid.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, dude. Now, I'm not. It doesn't take away from his character or anything. And I really like the way the story plays with it because it still feels like natural Superman. It doesn't feel like I feel like he's out of character for doing what he's doing. No, he's in character. I just don't like his character. Like his character's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like
gotta
people are
agree.
sitting here it makes sense, and then he always trying to like get other people to answer for him, and like when he's asking Barry about the and Barry's just like, bruh, I'm not gonna tell you you can go kill some people, bruh.
He was like, bro, go do what needs to be done. You're like, why do you need my consent?
And he knew he was gonna do it
Like,
anyway.
dude.
Well, no, but but that's even the thing. Like, when everybody's getting on like Batman, and as much as you want to stand with Batman because usually he's right. When he's complaining about Superman, killing all them at that point in time, it's like we get it, he killed, but this is kind of necessary at this point because
Yeah.
if he didn't, a lot like would have
Yeah.
got murdered. Like
Including
while
real
you don't want to
buddies.
kill, this was
Yeah.
actually necessary.
Yeah.
But it's like Batman's so focused on wanting to be like right, like he tries to take the neutral ground too hard,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he loses the point of just like decency, like just basic decency by trying to take the neutral ground so hard.
It's funny
Yeah.
Like
because
it's like we all. Hmm?
oh no,
What
go
were you
ahead.
trying to say?
I'll just finish after you.
No, I was just gonna say it's like we all get that killing's wrong, but clearly it's necessary in those moments. But he's being
Yeah.
Batman. It's like you don't want to listen to my way. You're all shame on y'all.
Like he can't even acknowledge that. Okay, this one instance, it was not a bad thing. It was still bad because it was murder, but it wasn't just. This was okay to be. This was okay to be done. He
I
can't
feel
even
like
just
that's
admit
both of
He
them.
tries to make the point of it being hypocritical, but the part that he doesn't like to point out is that them killing would be low key a necessity, while the people they're killing would it be senseless. Like they're just doing it for chaos. You would be doing it to stop the chaos. But he doesn't like to take that stance.
I think the flaw is that
See, I
both of
thought
them are
that it's
extremely on one side, and none of them are willing to like reach a middle ground.
see.
Only two characters are willing to reach the middle ground, and both of those characters keep getting shut down. One's
Yeah.
dead, and the other one just keeps getting shut down.
See, it's funny. I in a different direction right there when that part came up when Batman was having an argument with Huntress. I thought that Batman was gonna say like, it's easy now since Superman has killed before. I thought Batman was gonna say it's getting easier and easier for him to kill and who knows how far he might go. That's kind of where I thought the story was headed, but I didn't think it was gonna head in the direction that it did. It kind of.
I mean, Flash kind of made that argument.
You said, huh?
Flash kind of made that argument later. Like, once you do one thing, it's easier to justify the next and the next.
Mm-hmm. And like, I would have liked if
Batman has said that earlier too.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he said because you're gonna justify. If you do something that you think is justified, what's to stop you from doing it again?
I would have liked if they had reiterated there. I feel
That's
like
true.
it would have
It felt
been
like
a lot
Batman
more
lost, even though he had an
powerful
argument.
I mean,
And-
I think what both of them are missing is like there's just moments that you're gonna have to like take a sacrifice, and you're not. There's no 100% correct way about everything. Like you
But
can't.
see, that's the issue with them being who they are, because
Yeah.
they believe that because they are who they are, they shouldn't have to make those like we should be able to just,
Yeah.
do everything perfectly, which isn't the case.
Yeah, and I think that's the fault in both of their perspectives.
And another thing is, this is not like this is the first time Darkseid has attacked them. Like, cause I'm sure when Darkseid attacks before, when he does a smaller scale attack, I'm sure people die. But it's different this time because they're not working together. They're not two sides of the coin. They're on two different sides now, and they can't work together to defeat the forces. And everybody split up. It's just fractured. So I guess in that situation, you have to pick a side. You have to, choose kill or be killed. So it's just, I liked it because it was
the funny part is they did work together at first. Like they were fighting, and then all this happened. They started working together, and then they started arguing immediately after the situation got resolved.
Well, I think Batman's forces and Superman's forces were on two different. They were like Superman's forces were spread out across the world. Like one was in one country and one was in a different country, and they were all fighting different things.
But still, they were coming together to fight a common enemy.
Yeah,
definitely. I just meant that.
But the second that enemy was gone, though, they went right. They couldn't be like, hey, maybe we should, try and come to some, understanding so we can prepare for things like this again. They were just like, you bad. No, you bad. Like, all right, man. Y'all got it.
But what about how Lex Luthor survived in Metropolis, though, when he had that speedster on payroll, bro?
That's crazy.
That's smart.
Dude,
Was
I thought
crazy.
that's
Bro, I ain't
completely
gonna lie, bro.
insane.
I think I'm becoming a Lex Luthor fan, man. Like every time I see
If
him,
he's not, you're crazy.
Well, I was gonna say, well, you do know this isn't the
I know
normal
the main
Lex
one.
Luthor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like these two renditions, man. He's been a pretty cool character.
Oh man. Matter of fact, okay, so where did y'all stop at? Because
26 or 27.
like I said, I read super far ahead, so I can't remember
I stopped at 27.
where certain issues end.
Pretty
Yeah, I
much
stopped
the
at,
chest match,
27 was that before or after Calabac and all them? That was after.
27 is when
After.
Damian Wayne came back home.
Okay.
And Lex was talking to Martha, and
That's
It
when they
ended
were.
with
That's when they were in the
Manhunter.
Fortress of Solitude, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, that man locked up.
Wait,
his
hold on.
parents, bro.
Okay,
That
so
dude crazy, bro.
has the stuff in the Batcave happened yet?
Martian
No.
Manhunter was
Okay.
revealed to be
No.
disguised as Hawkgirl,
Okay.
and that's where it cut off.
Okay.
Okay, so they did. Okay, so they did do the Batcave stuff.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, all right. No, that was another thing.
I
Because
don't
I
know
was like, I wasn't sure. I wasn't.
What do you mean
When Damien had came and he
In the
had started
Batcave?
talking to Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
No.
haven't gotten
Oh,
that.
they
In
ain't-
27?
no, they ain't
That's 27.
No.
Okay,
No,
no, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so
I stopped
everybody's
at
reading different things.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, we
saying.
read until 26.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Right,
read,
we
Okay.
read issue 26.
My
and then
bad.
I didn't.
Okay, so he read the whole issue of 27.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
All
Probably
right,
so.
so Okay, so y'all stopped after 26. He stopped after 27. So he's going into 28. Y'all going into 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the artwork, bro? Because the artwork is just beautiful, man.
Oh, Superman looked freaky when he was talking to the people and he smiled.
Now, what?
Like, don't get me wrong, I completely agree with you, but I really feel like some of the ways that he's illustrated in this is purposeful for like the situation. Like,
I agree.
you're not supposed to, like, as a reader, you're not supposed to be like comfortable. Like when he's smiling, it's like, yeah, he's supposed to be portrayed as like a hero still, but we as readers know the internal things he's going through, which is why it's kind of creepy seeing this man smile. Like, he looks weird. We shouldn't feel comfortable seeing him smile. We should be like, this smile this ain't it.
It's a crooked smile, man.
but some things we should not feel comfortable with, bro. Look, this thing I'm about to show you, bro.
I already know what I'm about to say about this one.
Look, I can't.
Hey,
I
man,
can't.
this ain't that site you keep on getting doxed on, is it? Look down at the bottom. That's why that man phone finna blow up.
This is hideous, bro. Look at this. Look at the face proportions, bro. Like, as far this is after what you call figure out that Nightwing died and she went to go see Bruce. Bruh, his face looked hideous, bro. Bruce's face looked hideous all throughout these panels. I don't know if the artist came in drunk that day or
but it's super detailed. Like, I know it's not like, it might be proportion weird, but it's super detailed though. Like the teeth, I like how it's deep. Like,
I mean, it's like Lois Lane in Red Sun. It may be
I
detailed,
feel like the
but it's
person who
ugly.
drew this, where they were trying to make his hand, like, where they were trying to make him look down while she was holding him, like, they weren't comfortable actually drawing that. They didn't know how to proportion his cheek in her hand.
Look at her body as she walking down the stairs though. Like, that just look weird to me, bro. I don't know why.
That, I don't mind that.
That just look weird to me.
That is good to be. But like his face, that's why I had an issue with
his teeth.
His Batman's face. That next panel, bro. Like they did. It's like they were trying to draw him kind of looking down, also in pain. You know, his fist bloody. He went through. His son died.
It looks like they drew the hand first and then tried to put the face around it and messed up the proportion, and then just tried to, like, instead of starting over there, we're just like, fuck it, we'll just make it like keep like pushing it.
But there are some beautiful pieces in this, dude.
Definitely.
Like this. Absolutely. Oh my God! Come on, quit playing with me, dog.
Yeah.
That is
I think
my.
a lot of the Martian Manhunter stuff is really, like, well detailed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. I feel like most of the stuff he pops up in is really, like, done really well.
This has nothing to do with the artwork, but when what's his name? Darkseid's son, like
Calabac.
When Superman was beating the trash out of him, he said something to Calabac, and then Calabac said, "Darkseid is." And then Superman said something. He's like, "Oh, your daddy's not here to save you." But I know, like, that means something, right? When Darkseid is, or Dark.
Yeah, Darkseid is. He's everything else.
Yeah, like, I thought that was an awesome moment for that part.
Yeah. Star, what's up with these, man?
I was actually.
Hey, Hunter's looking thick though. Quit playing, bro.
What's up with you posting just that performance of New Magic Wand and stuff? I remember seeing it. Was it a reason you posted it?
No, yeah, because I never seen it before. I seen it like 2 days ago, and I was like, dude, I gotta show Star this. I really like this.
That was the performance that everybody was like, oh, it was so funny because, like, all the, like, random white people were like, oh, it's so artsy. It must be some kind of, deep meaning performance piece. And then just all the Tyler fans were like, nah, he's just doing Tyler stuff.
Yeah. But Star, why you post that?
Yeah, the first one was because Black Canary. And that first one.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Her hair does make it look weird. Like, her hair makes it, like, the way the shading of her hair That's what I'm saying. The shading of her hair makes it look like it's not her hair. It looks like it's almost like her neck and the side of her face. Like it doesn't look like her hair at first.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that is pretty bad. Hey, she's got some
dude.
memories though, dude. Jesus Christ.
Hey man,
Let me shut
but
up.
she still ain't got no power, girl.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody got no power girl, bro.
Hey, what was that? They said describe your favorite comic book character without saying their name, and then we was just like boob window.
All right, so what about the second
And
picture?
then
you
the
posted?
second one, I just thought it was cool. Just like when they finally met back up, and then they just,
It's
chest to
time
chest.
to
about
go.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then you got Deanna and Wonder Woman and Green Arrow over there talking to each other. I just thought this whole little panel and everything was just cool. I was just like,
Yeah.
Diana looks ugly
Hey,
though.
Hunter's looking thick though, man.
she
Look at her.
is.
Quit
She
playing, dog.
is.
Dang. A dog.
Man,
But
they
yeah,
would show
man.
one thing about Raven, man. She was just ridiculous out there, man.
Bro, she scared an entire army into submission, bro.
Yeah,
Like, are you kidding me?
Raven's out there doing ridiculous stuff, bro. With Trigon and everything.
My favorite part about this picture when Superman and Batman standing face to face, it's like, just think about this, bro. You like this ridiculous alien, right? And you're getting stared down by a random nigga who's trained in the mountains, bro. And you low key don't want to smoke with this man.
Hey, don't forget he rich, bro. Don't forget it. Oh,
Bro,
man.
I don't care what nobody's saying, bro. Like, just think about how ridiculous Batman is.
Yeah, man.
Batman's so ridiculous that he saved Catwoman's life, without even knowing it. When she stuck in his cave and got that crypt, well, really didn't save her life because she probably ultimately would have died had Superman wanted to kill her. But she had a chance, and it's all because of Batman.
Oh,
Gonna
the
pop out the
design?
Lazarus pit.
I love it, man. The design, like the artwork, this panel is amazing, man.
It's just absolutely the color, like just everything. Like I said, like I guess y'all wasn't here when I said that, but I've already reached the end of year 2 in Justice because
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
well, I'm still like, I'm glad about that because I want to talk with y'all. But then I'm like, this is content, so
yeah, same.
And, and this actually highlights the fact that usually heroes and villains in comic books have 3 primary colors, 2 to 3 primary colors, and this is actually highlighting that. To be honest, because if you see Wonder Woman has a little bit of white in her boot, but her primary colors are red, yellow, red, gold, and blue. Same as Superman, red, yellow, blue. The Green Lantern is a dark green and a light green. Huntress is what is that? A violet, pink? I guess. I don't know.
I think it's like purple, ain't it?
Yeah, more purple, man.
Batman's is gray, dark gray, and black.
Yeah. Got a little bit of yellow, and green. The Green Arrow is also green and whatever. But like, I like the fact that it's still, they limit their color palette, but it's still highly detailed.
That's good character design.
Yeah, I do like the character designs too. I like the New 52 more. This isn't New 52. New 52 is a new rendition. It's almost like a soft reboot of our regular universe. This is the Injustice universe.
What's your favorite variation of Batman?
Man, I do like the Dark Knight Returns. I do like Thomas Wayne as Batman. That he was ridiculous because he used guns.
Yeah, he wasn't above murder.
Yeah, he loved killing folks.
Didn't he drink too?
Steampunk Batman, he's alright.
You wanna know who I actually felt didn't get enough credit?
Did.
I went back and checked out the stuff. Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is actually pretty ridiculous. I was like, why was he so hated? I was looking, I was like, why did everybody hate him so much?
I think it's because of his personality at the very beginning of the show. He acted very entitled, and he just was not listening to Batman. Batman gave him the suit, but he just was not listening to Batman at all until I forgot what episode it was. He was just like, all right, let me start listening to this old man, see what he actually has to say. And he actually started being a really good Batman or a protector of Gotham. But that was pretty trippy that he turned out to be a clone, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Like he was somewhat of a clone of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I
A
think that
perfected clone?
I think that was that weird thing that they tried to implement in like Arkham City with like the Arkham Knight, and you know, it being like a clone, but it's like Jason Todd, and it was weird.
Yeah. But what's his real name? Terry McGinnis? Is that
I
his
believe
name?
that's
I
his
think
name.
Terry McGinnis. Yeah, but he ended up growing on me. Batman Beyond the series ended up growing on me, but nothing's gonna replace Batman the animated series though. Oh my god.
No, yeah, with Mark Hamill as Joker, and
Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
god, that was so good.
good old domestic violence. Sorry, Mr. J, and he smacked the shit out. Good old domestic violence.
Yo, man, that's the women's hero right there, boy. They love them some Harley Quinn.
Hey man, you know, bro. Just think about how ridiculous Joker is. This man took somebody with a PhD and warped their mind and turned them into a villain.
Psychology, bro. Had a degree in psychology, bro. It's crazy.
This man, very bad.
Hey man, Joker got the sauce, bro.
He do, man.
He got the juice. Joker got the juice. She like, how you like it? He had the drip. She saw that purple and green. She couldn't help it.
Yeah, man, he's a good villain, dude. Joker caused all this. It's crazy.
Speaking of Joker, check this out. I don't know if you've ever seen the deleted scenes from Suicide Squad, like all the scenes that they took out of that movie of the Joker.
Yeah.
Which made it dead ass 100 times better. Like they might as well not had him in the movie with how much shit they removed. He just shouldn't have been there,
bro. I couldn't finish it.
Like, bruh, I'm telling that the issue with that, they tried to make it for like the general public. They should have just stuck to source material. Enchantress shouldn't have been the main villain. In fact, they should have had Joker as the main villain. But that's a whole different story. But anyway, Jared Leto wants to do a standalone Joker movie about the death of Robin. And I'm completely on board with it. After seeing them scenes, matter of fact, hold on, let me see if I can find that link. It was on YouTube.
Is Joker a genius?
Like how so? You mean in intellect wise, or
like I'm just saying you could say intellect, yes, intellect wise, because
in some renditions he's a genius in biology. Is it biology? Where you mix chemicals together. They
chemistry.
It's the Joker gas.
Yeah. People say he was a genius in that and also fighting, believe it or not. Because his fighting style is completely different from almost anything I've ever seen.
And not to mention, like, he outsmarts a lot of people. He makes a lot of smart people look stupid.
Yeah, he does.
They did say he's legit top 5 smartest characters in like Batman. Which, I mean, it's kind of hard to refute it with how much stuff he does. Like they try and say, oh no, he's just crazy, but they were like, he clearly has a method to his madness.
Definitely.
It's the reason he gets away with so much stuff, because he knows what he's doing.
Definitely. He's a good villain, man.
Especially in The Dark Knight.
Well crafted.
I mean, if you hide your intellect behind the mask of like chaos, you know.
Yeah.
This made me think about the time when he shot his buddy, shot one of his minions, because he finally started laughing with him. We kept showing that man all the crazy stuff and like, yeah, man, I just shot a person, man. Ha ha ha, it's funny. And at first the henchman didn't think anything was funny. Then finally, like towards the last part, he's like, I forgot who he killed. And then the henchman was like, yeah, this is funny. And they were both laughing. And then the Joker killed him. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're sick.
What?
One of my favorite scenes was when the Joker was scared of the IRS.
Oh yeah,
I've
dude,
seen
that
that.
was a good one, bro.
When that man stole all that money and they were counting, then this man was like, "Oh, you know, this and that. They want the tax." He was like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
you know, I'm crazy. I ain't crazy enough to go against the government." And man was like, "Go, give them their tax money." He was like, "Nah, come on, don't be an idiot now."
This was it right here. That was it. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, there have been different renditions of Joker. Like there was some renditions of Joker that where he was Joe Chill, like he had killed Batman parents or whatever, and there's some renditions of Joker where he was what is it? The Phantom, the not the Red Hood. I can't remember his name. He would wear this red dome over his head. And he had gotten into a fight with Batman, and he fell into the chemical pit, and that's when he became the Joker. Like, there's just
And
different.
that's the one that they had. I think isn't that the one they had Jack Nicholson do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Could be.
I can't remember the name of that character though.
Remember if it had. I think he did fall in the chemical pit, but I don't know if it happened just like that.
Let me see.
Because I
'Cause I
think
know
they
it was that-
also had him. I think they also had him kill Bruce's parents.
Yeah, that was the Joe Chill, version of him.
Joe Chill.
Yeah, that's the person who killed Bruce. I'm like, dude,
Almost as
like
cool as Ralph
Ralph.
with an L. Don't forget the L. Ralph and the F is for fuck yourself.
What are y'all's favorite rendition of Batman?
Hold on real quick.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, the classic Batman is pretty great just because of how hokey it is.
Oh, you talking about the
like-
Adam West?
Yeah, like the Adam West, like as far as like entertain, like I don't think it's the best. I think it's one of the most entertaining just to watch because it's
Yeah.
so fucking hokey. Like it's one of those things where it's like you can clearly tell this is like it's like I don't know if you're supposed to take it seriously, but you can't. But you
Yeah.
still find it really entertaining. And plus, Eartha Kitt was bad as fuck as Catwoman.
It's kind of hard for me to really choose one personally,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, man.
Mine is definitely Justice League.
Just you talking about Justice League Unlimited? You talking about the TV series?
Yes.
Okay. He was broken.
That was hilarious.
He
But
was
when they were talking about they had to turn themselves in, no, better yet, when he had to sing, when he started singing, bro.
Oh, yeah. Because he was fighting somebody that can haunt your dreams. I forgot who it was. But yeah, dude, that was ingenious, bro. What about when he went into that coffee shop and he ordered a double latte or something like that, a triple shot latte? Everybody was just like, "This is Batman. Like, why is Batman ordering coffee?"
But when his plane got destroyed, he started calling people, okay, y'all, I need somebody to hurry up and catch me. I cannot fly. It's something, yeah, bro. That dude, like, he was great in that.
What were you about to say, Dark?
Actually, Wonder Woman wasn't that bad in there.
No, I wasn't about to say anything.
Oh, okay. I gotta say though, the new 52 is a lot of really good artwork. When it comes to these characters, because these like I'm posting the new 52 Joker. These two are the new 52 Joker. And
the second one looks cool. The first one looks.
I like the first one and the second one. I like the first one and the second one. The first one I like because it the short hair is just a different look for the Joker. and I like it's kind of refreshing, but he still looks crazy. He still looks just as crazy as he did with the hair, and I don't know. He just looks different. If they could get the voice good, I think I would really like that Joker.
Yeah.
Second one just has of course a scary, menacing looking. I would say I like the first one, then the second one personally, because I feel like the second one's kind of trying a little bit too hard to be like scary looking.
Yeah.
You know, I just like the subtleness of the first one.
And these, let me see. Let me see if I can find the new 52. Yeah, the new 52, like their art style is just amazing, dude. Like I like both of them. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I really don't want to ruin. Well, I don't think y'all are ever going to read the new 52. Apparently, in the new 52, there is more than one Joker. Those are two different Jokers. And Batman was startled when he figured this out.
I've heard about that. There are
Because
three,
even
right?
Batman didn't know that there was more than one Joker.
That's insane.
Yeah. This is the new 52 Batman. And yeah,
That man
he should look pretty good.
looks sleek.
Yeah.
Like an action figure almost.
Look like
Or maybe like a game, like, you know, like a video game or something.
Let me see.
But that is a scary concept to think about. There being more than one Joker, and do these Jokers work together? Do they not work together? Do they meet up? Do they just
I don't think he knew anything about him.
I think the only thing would be like, are they both as competent at each other? Like, if they work together,
only-
not, who cares? But if
only-
if one of them isn't as competent as the other, it's like, dude, what? Almost like what is it, Death Note? When they had
Kira's.
two people with the Death Notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what if it's more than two? What if it's like four or
I
five?
think there was 3.
I wouldn't even.
But I'm pretty sure all 5 of them are not at the same. They're gonna probably get caught a lot faster. I don't think it's cool with 2. If you got 5 people who are on the caliber of Joker,
Yeah.
that man might be out of his playing field.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe 5 is a little bit too many, but 3, I think 3 is a good number.
This is where I last left off from the new 52 Batman. If you notice, and Gobi might notice this, these are all different time periods of Joker. I think all 6 of them.
I watched a film theory video on that. Yeah, he said he went into analysis and said it was like Golden Age, Silver Age, and Bronze Age, I think.
Yeah. I know that. If you notice the one that's holding the camera, that's the one from the Killing Joke. I want to say.
The thing about it though is, if you think about it, it's not really surprising. Like, well, after everything I've come, all the information I've come across, but thinking about it logically, the Joker toxin drives people crazy. They die usually they die with a smile on their face.
Yeah.
But Joker even himself created a toxin that created another Joker, made Batman into the Joker.
Yeah.
So if and not to mention there was a toxin in one iteration of Batman that literally made the Joker. Well, granted, his mindset, had something to do with it. But thinking, if you kind of follow that line of thinking, then there could be others that have mysteriously fell into this pit, whatever this substance is that makes the Joker, the Joker. There could have been other Jokers, other people that have.
That's actually interesting, because I was looking up things called like personhood as far as identity and philosophy or whatever. So are they really the Joker? Because just by is it the green thing or whatever he fell in? Is that what makes him the Joker, or was it the original person beforehand who fell into it, and because he fell into it, grew that mindset? Like, is it just?
I think it was more that it amplified his personality.
Yeah.
Rather
But
than
the thing about it
made him that way.
Joker's true origin has never been defined.
they still haven't, even with every different. The only ones that you know their origin are ones where it's not the like original Joker. It's something that happened, either like somebody who's trying to copycat him, somebody who's been affected by something and essentially turned into him. But as far as the Joker himself, like he has no actual origin. And even when he references it, like he'll reference a different, completely different story than what he said before
That was in The
in
Dark
any
Knight.
other thing.
What'd you say, you man?
That was in The Dark Knight. Each time he said, "How did I get these scars?" He had like 3 different stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they did do that in the Dark Knight too.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
see.
So essentially, no one else can be the Joker then.
Uh,
People
Well,
can mimic
well,
him, but they
yeah,
really can't.
well,
Act like him, but they
I was
can't.
gonna say it depends. It depends on, because like in some forms where they have like when like take Arkham City for example, when they got like the infected blood or whatever, right? They're not actually the Joker. They take on his mannerisms and characteristics. Like, of course, they're not the original, but like they basically get affected to the point where they have to uh like just act like him.
and I will also, well, my one of my you know, well, something I've been thinking about is it could be actual toxin that drives them to this state of mind of absolute, just, you know, whatever you call it, craziness. That's beyond crazy. Whatever the Joker is beyond crazy. And you know, like, just the, you know, from the expression, all of the Jokers, if you look at them, you look at their face, they all have the same exact expression. You know,
Is it insanity or loneliness?
you, you know, it's it's insanity. It's true insanity. And I feel like, you know, it's not it's not a sense of calling them a copycat. Like for me, it's not like they're copycats. They're trying to copy somebody. It's like it's a mindset that they had right before being infected with this toxin, and it just drove them to this crazy state of mind. And this toxin probably has effect on how you act and what you do, you know, which is just completely random and crazy stuff, you know. But I don't know. That's for me. It's just the most logical way of looking at it. Because I mean, you know, just think about it. Like all of these individuals are copying this, you know, original individual. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, they're all in different time periods, you know, and just the fact that they all happen to find this one individual and copy him. It's been done before in real life,
Hey
you
man,
know.
6'2" killer clowns, bro.
I mean, I see what you mean, but personally, I don't think there's an in-world explanation. I think there's just only an out-world explanation, and they just wanted 3 Jokers because in-world, I think Batman should be able to recognize that they don't all have the same voice or like
Mhm.
minor differences. But I feel like the authors just wanted 3 Jokers, so they didn't really think about an explanation. And since his origin is already a mystery, they don't really have to explain that.
Yeah,
That's very
yeah.
true.
But also,
Yeah.
But I
having a
do think
different,
your explanation as an in-world would make the most sense.
see, I
And it
definitely
wouldn't be the
understand.
first time that they dabbled in like introducing the same character, multiple variations of the same character in one story.
Yeah, but
They
like,
they do it quite often, really.
I mean, all of these Batmans were in different time periods, right? So that means this Batman wouldn't have been alive with some of these Jokers, correct?
I mean, I guess that's true, but then that goes the same thing with, like, you know, when Power Girl meets like Supergirl and shit. It's like he's the same character just from a different timeline.
Yeah. I think the Adam West universe. I think they might be in different universes. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I stopped reading there. Like I shouldn't have stopped reading, but I stopped reading there because Batman at that point he had introduced Lucius Fox, Lucius Fox's son, which was what's his name? I forgot his name. Batwing. Yeah, his name is Batwing, and then Bruce Wayne had adopted a black dude as his son named Duke. But it wasn't political or anything like that. It didn't feel forced because he
Yeah.
was really trying to see potential. There was a
I
reason why
think I
Duke was
seen
there.
that.
Yeah, yeah. There was a reason why I've explained this before a long time ago. There was a reason why Duke was there, and it was a really good reason. But besides all that, uh, yeah, I don't know if this was
Where's
all in the
Trunks?
same.
I mean, Flash to just fuck up a timeline.
Bro, that's what he loved doing, dude.
Did you
That's
say
what he
Trunks?
loves doing.
Yeah,
pretty much-
him and Trunks, is the same, Trunks
They
and Flash,
basically
the
the same
same
person.
person. they just love fucking up timeline.
Yep.
My favorite part about Xenoverse is like the Xenoverse in total, not just the games. Like in the like Dragon Ball story, is that like everybody knows that Trunks is the cause of every problem. Like every version of them know, like, yeah, oh, that Trunks who's working with the Supreme Kai time, yeah, he the guy who just keep fucking up timelines. Like, can we all just, anytime there's a problem, you just know to blame Trunks. Don't even ask how did it happen. You just know it was Trunks' fault.
Bro, didn't they have that man like in jail?
Yeah. No, that's why he's working. That's why he's working with like the time patrol, because it's basically his work release.
It's stupid, man. I'm telling you, they love screwing up timelines. They love all because he went to see his mom, dude. Like, dude, I get it, bro. You got that power, bro, but you shouldn't have done that, dude. Like, you really shouldn't
He
have done
probably
that.
didn't believe it though. It's probably one of
But-
the things just
I think that's one of the better parts though, because it's like he knows he shouldn't have did it, but he let his emotions take control, and it's like one of those things where it's like how to like defining a hero. Like, do you do something because you can, or do you do something else because it's the right thing to do?
honestly, I think a lot of people would make that same decision.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, and they essentially they would have failed the hero test.
Definitely. I know I would have.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
I
saying
know
I'm not saying he's wrong. Like morally. Like, well, I mean, I guess depending on who you ask.
That actually,
But like you get it. You get why he did it.
it's human. It's human.
Exactly. I think that's the best part. It's like you see that, yeah, he has powers, but at the end of the day, this man still human. He want to see his mom. Like,
Yeah.
that
Like,
actually
look,
perfectly segues into the topic I kind of wanted to talk about since we were talking about the different Jokers. Let me see. This
are we back on all the different
Because-
slashes?
no,
Speed Force?
because Flash did Flashpoint, Bruce Wayne died, and Thomas Wayne, which is Bruce Wayne's father, and Martha Wayne, which is his mother, he became Batman and she became Joker. I would love for them to flush out the Joker, like that entire dynamic, that relationship dynamic.
Oh yeah, they did jump into like all this had been well established by the time he got there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you mean basically like a origin from when it
Yeah.
happened.
definitely. Because I feel like that would be a really good storyline to dive deeper into.
We just
Definitely.
chucked her off the building.
Dude, yes.
That man threw her like Alinity threw a cat.
See, like, and I'm telling you, like, this relationship dynamic would be so interesting because she's so distraught that Bruce is dead. She ends up going crazy. She ends up slicing her own mouth open, just like Joker, and he ends up becoming Batman, who uses guns and kills people. See, like this right here. She says, "Tell me about Bruce. What does he do after we're dead? He follows in his father's footsteps." And then she says, "He's a doctor." And then she says, "Oh God." And then I don't know if this is in the next panel, but I know this is during the same conversation. he grabs her, and I can't really even see. Oh yeah, he says, I want what is wait, what I want is a world where you don't exist. Like she says that as a Joker to him. Really, really, even if that means you don't exist either. Old times, Martha. A man and a woman and their only son cut through an alley after the movies. Shut up, shut up. Two shots are fired. Shut up, shut up. Bang, bang. No, like that is interesting, dude. Like, please make that a movie. Like, why wouldn't I want to see that, dude?
100%. I 100%, 1000% agree with you. That does sound pretty interesting.
I'm telling you, this broad is crazy, dude. This broad is insane, dude. And he is crazy too. Like, because imagine Batman without any morals, dude. I'm like, I can't.
I mean,
dude.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, they both went crazy. It's just that they went two opposite directions in the things they ended up doing.
Yeah.
Like Batman, it's crazy seeing the perspective of a kid seeing his parents die and the path he goes on, and then seeing the parents seeing their kid died and the path that they go on. Like, that's pretty crazy.
Dog, like, man, I would love to see that, man. And that's a Joker that I would really love to see.
Also, it shows you like the difference in all three of their personalities.
Definitely,
like seeing like the way Bruce turned out after they died, and then seeing how they turned out after he died.
Yeah,
and I think you can call it a good or bad thing is the fact that we didn't really get to see much about Bruce's parents. We knew that they were having a good time out, with Bruce.
Watching Zorro.
Yeah,
that was a movie that they went to go see with Zorro.
Yeah, and we assumed that they're the happy-go-lucky,
from
family.
One Piece.
No,
I mean,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They probably would have shot themselves.
There might be some where they go into detail.
It was a Sanji stand who killed them.
Get a lollipop in his mouth.
I'll call next, brother.
Oh man.
I think they did mention that even before about like his dad's philanthropy, like he was pretty much a good guy, like always in the community holding like fundraisers for shit. So I mean, they didn't really say anything about like their house life, but as far as like them socially, apparently they were pretty much how Bruce portrays himself in most variations of him, like, being Bruce out and about. Only, I guess, without the playboy aspect, because, Thomas was married and his wife was there. But,
what did his mom do?
I don't know. I can't remember. They were both respected in their fields, though. I want to say she could have been like a doctor of some sort.
I thought
I'm not 100% sure.
She wasn't. No, that was what's her name. No, I'm thinking about a different character. She may have been a doctor as well. I think both of them had PhDs.
No, yeah, they probably did, to be honest.
Maybe she was a
which also played in why Batman's ridiculously smart.
Yep. What'd you say, Star? You said she was a truck driver?
I doubt it. Not with the mansion.
Hey, bro, just imagine if she came up like that, bro. She was a truck driver and she like helped that man start his car one day. I'm gonna make you my wife. You ain't gotta deal with these big rigs no more. You ain't gotta deal with none of these big rigs no more. If we go watch Zorro, is that okay?
Oh man, y'all wildin', man.
No, man. Oh, no.
Yeah, man, Thomas Wayne pulled up like Roddy Rich, bro.
You pull beside of your little car, she come out the big truck.
Man, with the teeth on the grill. With the little vampire teeth on the front.
She got to climb down.
Jesus, man. So what issues are we well now before I even ask that so what do y'all think about it right now as far as the overall the not well the overarching story up until issue 26?
Of what? Oh, you talking about? Oh man, come on! You already know how I feel about Injustice.
Yeah.
I think my feel on this is pretty clear at this point. But I guess you're asking more specifically about the characters or the story, maybe?
Not what transpired, the events that transpired. Wonder Woman beating up the well not Wonder Woman killing that general in front of that whole
Yeah.
encampment and them picking up the guns and Flash and Superman arguing and Batman arguing with Huntress and the thing that's going on with Lex Luthor kind of and like just
Bro,
overall what do you
I
think
can't
about
wait
it?
till
What I like about
everything that happened in the
everything.
Fortress of Solitude, the Lantern Corps. I can't wait till we get through all that. That's what I'm ready to talk about.
As of right now, like what I like so much is again everything just kind of feels in character and natural. Like I don't feel
Mhm.
like anything feels forced or
Yeah.
like, even with me not liking Deanna or Superman really,
Man, F
it
okay.
doesn't take away from the story. It's like yes, from what they've given the information they've given us, it's not out of character. Like ever since she's done the
Yeah.
little bullshit with Aquaman, everything
Yeah.
she's doing seems to line up with that. It's not like something just her being an asshole just to be an asshole. No, this how your character's been written. So the more she, and it'd be moments where she's not doing something too bad. I'm like, whatever, but then she'll turn around and do it again. Like she gonna tell Flash where you can get out. You don't have to be in the.
Yeah.
Man, you don't shut up.
But
One of my favorite things though is that they always even like alluding to in this is that they always kind of harken back to that thing about her kind of being in this like pseudo triangle with Bruce and Clark. Like she's always had like this thing with them, this like weird friendship slash romantic like thing.
oh, you talking about
No.
Wonder Woman and Bruce? Or
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and
Well,
everybody
like
be
all,
tag teaming
like
that
all
girl.
three. No, that's what I'm saying. She's always had like, because I find it funny, but it also humanizes her because she's supposed to be like the woman in the series, like I'm here whammons. I'm here. I'm what represent the strong whammons, but she's always had like this thing where like she's always been a sucker for love. So when she gets close to like a male, she always has this thing where she starts having these like feelings, and then she starts having all these issues like now.
Yeah.
But even with like all the characters that she had this with, the two who've always stood out have always been like Batman and Superman.
Yep.
And she's always had this weird dynamic with like those two, and it's always been like this like love triangle that's not actually a love triangle because those two have their already like main interest. She always felt like a side chick to
Yeah.
like both of them,
Yeah.
and like she knew that like Bruce is Bruce. He's not gonna, he's never gonna let his emotions be the thing that dictates his actions.
Yeah.
So she gravitated more towards Clark because she realized like she could get to him emotionally.
I I think my problem. I of course I don't like Wonder Woman either. I don't think it's hard to like.
Fuck Wonder
But-
Woman. All
but-
my niggas
but
hate
my-
Wonder Woman.
what annoys me is the fact that like she like what Star brought up. She tell Flash to get out, and like if you don't agree, why don't you just get out? And like, but you see every time when Superman has a dilemma, he goes to Batman or he goes to Flash, and most of the time, like not saying he doesn't go to other people, but when Flash in this story, they have a deep conversation while playing chess, and you don't get to see those kind of conversations with Diana. And
She's a bad influence.
So you said what? You may?
She's a bad influence.
Definitely.
Mhm.
But my problem with it is like she's a bad influence without even being part of the conversation. Like she doesn't like when they have deep conversations like this or about affecting mankind and should we kill people that litter or should we take everybody's cigarettes away and things like that. Diana's never a part of those conversations. And so it really annoys me when she just tries to manhandle the conversation and be like, get out when
I
you're
agree.
not even part of the really important conversations.
Yeah.
Like you're just there to try to enforce your will on people when like, can you speak? Can you actually be a part of the conversation before you tell people to just get out and think
You can simply.
But
Yeah,
isn't that
she's
the
being
purpose of her
manipulative.
character in this specific instance? In all honesty, I actually probably like this version of Wonder Woman the most because I was actually talking to somebody else and I said she reminds me of the Miz. Like she's like the only real heel there. Like she's she's the
I
only
wouldn't
one
have a
who's
problem with it. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like if it was a three-way conversation, if she could somehow follow the Flash and Superman playing chess, and she was in the middle of that conversation, and then and then that conversation with the Flash happened, and she was like, "Get out," and she actually had something to say in that conversation that made sense. Like I wouldn't even have a problem with it.
I
I'd be
agree
like,
with
okay.
well, what I'm saying is that would defeat the purpose because if she had a logical standpoint,
you.
then it wouldn't be as bad as it's supposed to be. Like the point of her character here is to show that she's kind of the root cause of a lot of issues. So she shouldn't be in that because then that would actually like reinforce her point. We're supposed to look at her point and be like, that's illogical. You're causing a problem. If she inserted herself in something and actually made a valid point, then it'd be like, well, shit, I kind of agree. We're not supposed to agree. She is by and large the focal point of this is the wrong stance. Like there are a lot of moral gray areas in Injustice. There's not even like you're hard pressed to find a reliable like good point. The only two, like I keep coming back to, probably are Barry and Dick.
Yeah.
But like the standpoint, like everybody else is like got these like things where they're like conflicting feelings, and the only good people are Barry and Dick. The only like terrible take, like this is clearly the wrong stance to take, is Wonder Woman. Like it's kind of hard to have conflict if you don't have somebody who's there to be an antagonist. Like she's the real antagonist.
I agree with some of your points, but I think the reason they don't have her in these arguments is that she would not be able to win. And I don't think she would be able to be convinced, but I think at one point she would just like get angry and just leave the conversation or something, and like she wouldn't change anything because she seems like a stubborn person who's going to keep her views no matter what kind of logical arguments Barry or Dick would make.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And that would just show her being, wrong again, which she's supposed like I'm not saying that she would do anything good. I completely agree with that. But what I'm saying is that's kind of the purpose of her character.
Yeah,
She's
I see.
supposed to be the bad take in this. Like, because everybody else is like very middle ground. Like, even with the bad stuff Superman's doing, you can kind of understand some of the things he does. Even with like Bruce being a little bit too, by the book, we can't be like those guys. You kind of get where he's coming from. The only person in the entire series right now that you can be like, no, you're wrong, shut the fuck up, is Wonder Woman.
Plus, we get to see her do the dirt, bro. We seen her do the dirt multiple times.
No, that's what I'm saying. If she didn't do this, who else would we have in the series right now to look at?
That's true.
Like they have to have an antagonist. Like everybody else is literally like middle ground people.
And she always the antagonist, dude. Swear to God.
I mean, it kind of sucks for anybody who likes Wonder Woman, but hey.
I like it, Hey, I like it.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. No, but like, what I'm saying is, it's unfortunate because in most stories, she's usually the antagonist.
She's usually the root cause of everything bad.
Like, if this was the first time that they made like Wonder Woman like this, it would be a refreshing thing. But you'd be hard pressed to find many stories where Wonder Woman is actually like not just strong woman who beat up people and don't cause problems. Like, either she's causing problems or she's a non-factor.
Oh, I just forgot. I didn't even think about it. Didn't they show the little part about the Shazam? No, Black Adam part.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yep,
dude.
when she forced to when what's her name was like, this could kill this man, right? And they were like, don't even say it anyway. Like nobody else would have did that. That's why you kind of need her, because literally it wouldn't have been a thing. Everybody else would have been like, well, maybe if we just lock them up or do this or do that. No, you needed her there to be like, hey, we need somebody to do the shitty. We need somebody to do the dirt. We don't want to corrupt any other character at this point. We want to keep them in this neutral area. Who is our bad guy here? There's Wonder Woman. Have her do it.
It's horrible, dude. I can't stand and I got.
And most of the writers usually write Wonder Woman like that. That's why I say if you're somebody who's a fan of Wonder Woman, it's gotta fucking suck. Cause nigga, everybody just hates you.
You see why I don't like this woman, dude.
Absolutely.
I swear to God, I don't want to swing on her because I know she could probably beat me up. Probably.
I don't like Wonder Woman and I don't care for her, but I appreciate her
role in the story,
shittiness,
her body.
They're much. I was gonna say they're much better, but bro, we got Zatanna, Power Girl, bro. Come on now.
I'm talking about in the panels that we've been reading so far.
No, she's been kind of ugly as well.
Besides that weird thing with Black Canary hair looking like a neck, you got her. You got come on, Harley there. Like, I ain't worried about
Harley. Been pretty ugly in this too.
Nah, I'm talking about more when she was like leaning over the computer, letting everybody out. I wasn't looking at her face. Harley like Bailey. I'm not looking at her face. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm paying attention to.
There was one panel of Wonder Woman. She actually looked attractive to me. But
it was a couple of them. I think the
somebody
majority.
snuck that panel in there. That wasn't supposed to be in there.
You're
not supposed to like her.
No, I don't like her as a character. I've never.
No, what I'm saying is you're not even supposed to like her. You're not supposed to be on her side on anything, even looks. They snuck that panel in there.
No.
Hey, who told you to draw her attractively? Sorry, I thought this was the other book. I'll take it out right now. I swear.
I don't know no better. I
gotta be flan the whole time. She gotta have multiple wrinkles in her chin every time she smiles.
Look, nah, man, put more muscles right there. Nah, look, you made that look too curvy. Nah, more muscles.
Bro, she was as flat as an ironing board. The part that I was talking about, bro.
Make it look like Boba Bo.
Wait, real quick question. Did any of y'all actually watch Boba Bo?
No.
Yes, it was actually ridiculous if you watch it.
No.
Boba Bo was pretty ridiculous, bro.
I couldn't do it because
that man was like anime Johnny Bravo. he was doing too much.
Specifically, where it was one, because at this given time, this was definitely like, y'all think I'm about the cool stuff now. It had to be cool. So I was like, man, I gotta find a cool character. So they had to look gray haired dude. And I was looking at him, I'm like, hey, what you do? And his power was over. It wasn't like farting or something. I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm not watching
Bro, you didn't give it a chance.
Nah, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. Ain't no cool kids on this entire
This
season,
man
bro.
said you farted. I'm out. Stupid, you not gonna get the chance.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
but
he had his nose hairs and stuff. I was like, nah.
bro.
That
She
was the
look
one you
fine
thought
there.
was kinda.
Definitely.
I mean, it's not
She
bad. It's kind of look like Mulan.
fine. She looked fine there to me, dog. I'm like, whoa, this is not supposed to. I'm supposed to be reading comics. What is going on?
Man, that's the one she was
Yeah,
talking
man.
bad.
No, that's what.
fast,
No,
too.
this one I'm
That's when
talking
you
about. No,
thought,
look. Now this one I'm talking about. You see how like her muscles aren't as defined right there, right? They was like, no, we she gotta have them Goku muscles right now.
Definitely.
They said we need more deltoid up there.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, though. She got the slimness, you know, like
Yeah.
her legs look soft.
That's what I'm saying, look, man. They was
Okay,
they was like,
chill
look,
out, bro. Hey, let's end the stream, bro.
look, they even got Shazam hair right there on the thigh, bro. Look.
Let y'all know, bro.
I got a little hip action going on down
Look,
there.
that man Shazam trying to cop a feel. You know he is a teenage boy. That man didn't know no better.
Oh, he said the layout is clean. Oh yeah, E-bar is there. E-bar 8.
Oh, for real?
I think we should end it.
Oh, man, what's up, bro?
Truth be told.
I mean, we can.
Yeah. All right, guys, man. I
Take
guess
us away, Yume.
we gotta have these curse
yeah.
mark
All right,
fights
hold on. Let
next
me get my
stream, man.
script.
Let me get my script. Oh man.
We're so close to finding Sasuke. I mean, Uwu.
All right. Thank you all for coming out tonight. We usually stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Will we be able to bring Uwu back to the village? Find out on the next stream. Until then, good night, good fight.